Hi, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how you can make money flipping cab over campers on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp. So stay tuned. Hey everyone, it's Alyssa. Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a homeschooling mom of two boys that primarily sells on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, and I flip larger things on Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it. So my husband has a traditional 9-to-5 job, and I'm blessed with being able to stay home and resell. But we also have side gigs that we like to do as a couple, and one of those is flipping cab over campers. You might feel overwhelmed hearing about picking up a trailer, redoing a trailer, flipping a trailer, but it's actually a pretty easy process that does require some time, but can bring in a good amount of profit. So there's 3 reasons why we love cab over campers specifically. The first one is that it's a small investment versus a large investment. So a lot of the campers that we purchase are between $400 and $600 versus a very large trailer for $6,000 to $8,000. So it's a very small investment, but you're also making about the same money you could when you're flipping a traditional travel trailer, toy hauler, whatnot. Second reason is that it's a smaller area to work with. So anybody who knows truck campers, it fits in the back of a truck. The area to work with is very small. The kitchen's small. The roof is small. Everything's small. So it takes less money and less time to fix it up. The third reason why we like flipping truck campers is that you don't have to register your cab over camper, nor do you have to deal with titles. So when you're selling something, you're dealing with pink slips, and that's just not the case with cab overs. The DMV sees it as part of your truck. Since you're not towing it, it goes on top of your truck, it's part of your truck. So there is actually no paperwork when selling. So I'm going to show you on my phone what I do to try to find one that's in our budget and fits all of our criteria. And then I'm going to go over the criteria for when we are going to go look at a truck camper. So let me switch over to my phone and show you exactly how I search for a cab over. So here I am on OfferUp putting in cab over camper, and a few have come up that I see could be of interest. This one in particular is a vintage cab over, meaning probably around the 80s. That's when they consider vintage. It looks like a mess, but it just has a lot of junk in it. So I'm looking, this isn't going to deter me. There's definitely stuff that may need to be done cosmetically and just clean out. But I also see a window that might be broken. So what I'm going to do is inquire and ask him my questions. For us, it's really important not to waste the seller's time nor our time. So when we're inquiring about a trailer, as you saw when I walked you through it on my phone, we always ask 3 questions, sometimes more than that, but these are the 3 that could make it or break it for us. So are there any soft spots in the roof or on the floor? And you know, that's water damage. It's actually fairly easy to fix, but sometimes you just don't want to deal with water damage. And sometimes we'll get there and there is water damage, but they weren't keen to it. So it does give us a little leverage for offering even a lower price for the camper. The second thing we ask is, does everything work? And is there anything broken? So 9 times out of 10, they will say, the stove doesn't light, or there's always something little. Or sometimes they'll say, I don't know, we haven't hooked it up in years, or there's a window broken, which windows are a little tricky. So we tend to stay away from when the windows are such specific sizes that I like to only buy campers that the windows are fully working. But most everything else can be worked on if you're handy. If you aren't handy in appliances, then I would make sure that all appliances work before you purchase the camper. The third thing we always ask is, would you be willing to deliver? Because we have a truck, but it doesn't have tie downs for the specific camper because we don't use it for our personal use. So we ask if they will deliver it. Usually $50 to $75 fee. They will deliver it. Sometimes if it's close, they'll be more than willing to deliver for free. This is also a reason why I love the cab overs. You don't have to have the equipment to get them, nor do you have to have the equipment to sell them. So somebody who's coming to look at your cab over, they've already outfitted their truck with the proper tie downs and can drive away with it. I'm going to take you down to our current cab over camper that we're working on right now. It's getting ready to be done. I can just show you what we've had to do with it, how much it's cost us to do it, and our expected profit on this. So let's head down there.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low. Now, if you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe. Striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground.
So this is our current cab over. This is considered a camper for a long bed, and the short beds are more sought after because most people have short beds for their trucks. However, long bed campers can work on short bed trucks. So something to keep in mind. Excuse the mess because we're about halfway done with remodeling the inside, but let's head inside and take a look. So this is, I wish I would have taken a picture in the beginning, but I will put up a picture right here of what this typical 80s, this camper's from the 80s, what a typical camper from the 80s looks like, so you can get an idea of what has been done since. So my husband always puts in new flooring. This is just laminate stick tiles, which are very easy to put in. This particular camper, he painted white, but he also added the beadboard. That's not necessary whatsoever. I think he was just trying something different to see if it was easier than painting everything, and it wasn't. He took off the backsplash and did some more floor stick tiles and just did the spacing and grouted it so it looks nice. He took off the current countertop and did a plywood cutout. Let's see if you can see. A plywood cutout and stained it to make it look nice. Also, that's not 100% necessary. If the current countertop is in good condition, you can leave that as well. Just everything got a fresh coat of white paint. It was brown and terrible before. We did nothing with the cushions. The cushions these are the original cushions. We really don't deal with cushions. I find that people have their own ideas of what they want to do for curtains and cushions. He did make this table. It was a project he did with my son. But the current table that was in here was perfectly fine. We usually leave them. This was just, he just wanted to do a little extra in this camper so that we would get a little extra for it. And then you come back here. This is the bed area. We will have to buy a mattress for this, but most come with mattresses, and whoever is buying the camper will always buy a new mattress, so that's not something you need to do. This particular one just didn't have a mattress. And there's a closet. So this one didn't come with a bathroom, so we will buy a little cassette toilet, and there's a little area underneath here. Slide the toilet in just so it appears that there's a place to go potty. So really it was the necessities are paint, flooring, and backsplash. And this particular one had a soft spot, so what I'm going to show you could scare you, but my husband says it's a pretty easy fix. So he's just replacing the softwood and recovering it with another piece of wood. You can kind of tell how handy I am, right? So if that's something you absolutely don't want to deal with, you make sure that there are 0 soft spots in the floor and in the ceiling when you're taking a look at the trailer. If you do find soft spots, you have a little bit of wiggle room for your price. It looks like more of a project than it really is. It does take us a few weeks to finish because we both are very busy, and but I'm very happy with the profit margin for the amount of time that we put into it. So we try to stay under a buying price of between $400 and $600. We have got scored lower than that before, and we always put about $300 to $500 into it, depending on what needs to be done, and we know that we can flip it for $3,000 plus. So our profit margin is around $2,000, which I'm very happy with if we can flip one a month. So I would say it's a good side hustle to add to your income. And that is our side hustle. Since I have a side hustle, it's our side hustle. I hope this gave you some ideas or some direction if you're thinking about flipping some bigger items, such as a cab over camper. And as always, if you have any questions, just leave a comment down below and I will be sure to get back to you. I hope that you have a great weekend, and God bless.